Assalamu alaikum. You know, I had done something for you on the wailing at the graves, and it was part of a hadith that I had already done maybe a year ago, but I want to do it again because that's how important it is. Not only is it the other half of the wailing hadith, it's all in one hadith of Bukhari, but it's so incredibly important. Now, I know I've done this for you before, probably a year ago and again 2 years ago, but I can't help but do it again because I reviewed about the wailing and I noticed that it is half of a hadith. So I'm giving you the other half now because I don't want to be negligent in whatever I'm doing for you, because what I'm doing for you, I believe, is what nobody else is going to do. And it's probably one of the reasons that this book is pretty much forbidden all over the Middle East. And they hate it. And the reason they hate it, it's in covering so much of what they do. So let's begin now. An Abi Malik al-Ash'ari radiyallahu anhu anna Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam qal arba'un fi ummati min amr jahiliyyah La yatrukuhunna. Prophet Muhammad said there's 4 things that are in my ummah, that are still in my ummah, and they haven't been left off. Prophet Muhammad says they're from the Amr of Jahiliyyah. They're from the days of ignorance. Number 1, al-fakhr bi-ahsab. Being proud of your relatives. Number 2, at-ta'an fil ansab, deprecating others. And then the last 2, al-istiqa bi-najum, seeking water from the sky, reading astrology and astronomy and feeling that's going to bring you your water. And the last one, an-niyaha, and that's the one I gave you the bit a few days ago. So let's find out what exactly do these words mean, because they are from Amr Jahiliyyah, and therefore there's so much Jahiliyyah in the Middle East. I'm sorry, there's a lot of Jahiliyyah in America, probably more, but there's a difference. They are truly Jahil. It means they don't know, they didn't hear. They're almost like either little children or animals. No reasoning, no aql, no in-depth appreciation of how much you can be harmed in your lives and your family's lives by ignoring knowledge. And for us, knowledge comes from Quran and Hadith. So that's what my job is, and I'm uncovering it, and every day goes by of more lackadaisical, lazy, cowardly. Be nice. Prophet Muhammad said, "Qul al-yasmat, la qul al-khayr, aw la yasmat." Say something good, or don't say anything at all. Well, I was just listening to a great sheikh from Saudi Arabia that I really, really, really appreciate and listen with great concentration, because he is very brave. And he gives the lectures to the shuyukh in the big masjid in Mecca. His name is Abdul Salam al-Shawayir. And he was saying one of the best things after ibadah, after your prayer and your fasting and your worshiping Allah, is to spread knowledge. Well, how are we going to do that if nobody knows Arabic? I mean, in America, I'm talking about. We do have some that try, but the real knowledge is somehow neglected. And that the real knowledge is tell the truth, what Allah says in the Quran and Hadith. Don't tiptoe through the tulips. That's a euphemism. I'm so old, but I think you can get it when I say that. We say in Arabic, don't meshi jamb al-hayta. Don't walk close to the wall, fearing some type of authority. You're ordered to fear Allah alone How many times do I have to say this? Anyway, let's get back to the meanings of the words. Fakhar means to boast. If we say fakhara, Allah doesn't like it at all, people who boast. So in the sense of that, we're going to talk about these words. Al-fakhr bi-asab wa ta'n fil asnad. You are not to boast about your relatives, how rich they are, how powerful they are, how famous they are, or any other thing, which is one of the major, I will say, mistakes that are made here more than in the West. Because here, your bloodline and your relatives holds weight in the earthly appreciation of how much you can use this wasta, it means who your relatives are, to get done what you want to get done. So if you add some bribery, which is called rashwa, you're pretty much all set. You'll get what you want done. And Prophet Muhammad said it's from Jahiliyyah. If you're going to go around and say, my dad, my uncle, it's always the men too. So it's scorned, it's hated, and it's mentioned in such a way that you would fear to do it. So the word is fakhar, meaning boast, and the next one is ta'an. Ta'an means to scorn. It's almost like, the word ta'an can also mean to stab someone. Ta'ana, put that sword in his stomach, or, yeah, it's a pretty big word, this ta'anan. So ta'an, al-aib. Al-aib is a word that's used constantly. It means a wrong behavior. And why is it a wrong behavior? Because Prophet Muhammad said, don't do it. وَلِهَذَا سُمِيَ الْتَعْنًا. He's talking here about stabbing in the stomach. So don't ta'an fil ansab. This is the jama of nasab. وَهُوَ الْأَصْلِ الْإِنسَانِ وَقَرَابَتِهِ. It means the basic family ties of relatives of a person. And if you're going to scorn them, it's like he's saying, he gives an example. Anta ibn ad-dibagh. Ibn ad-dibagh means, you know the tanneries where it smells, if you ever went to Morocco, and they show you these people jumping in dyes, all colored in various purple, orange, yellow dyes, etc. So that would be one of the worst jobs a person could have, is working in a tannery in pools of dyes. Or, أو أنت ابن مقطع البذور وهي شيء في فرج المرأة بقطع عند ختان. So if this is a scorn that you say to someone, you are from a woman who has been circumcised, and it says here, khitan an-nisa, then that is a derogatory slander. So how in the world do we have people saying it's okay? It is so not okay to do that to women, but you know what? I remember when I first came to Egypt, and I mentioned this to a close friend, Egyptian woman, highly educated, 2 PhDs, very wonderful woman, and I said, you have to stop it. You have to start talking. You know, there's a few hadiths that they use as an excuse, not from Prophet Muhammad's words, no. And she said, I can't do that, you do that, because I can't do that. I'm Egyptian, I could never do that. So it's your job to do that, which I had subsequently done so much over the years. But I said, why can't you? And she said, well, one reason is they celebrate this day and people come and give money. They pay the family. It's like, almost like a birthday party or a wedding or something, when the daughter gets this, I don't want to talk about it anymore because it's making me sad. It's now 9 minutes, and I want to make it under 10 minutes. So I hope you've learned some useful things. And Allahu Musta'an. Allahu Musta'an. Ayn, aun. It comes from Ayn, Waw, Nun. And it means the help. I know Allah's going to help me if I say what He wants me to say. And if anyone doesn't like it, take it up with Allah. Or maybe read a bit. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.